Red button means we're live. Welcome, everyone, to the 50th episode of the Some Casual Takes podcast, hosted by me, Stephen Pepper, featuring other sports fans casually debating the hottest topics. This episode is brought to you by no one. I'm here with NFLNBAPosts. Wait, let me throw up. There's like a way where you can I want to put, display names. Oh, you're just Maddie. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were okay. So that's NFLNBAPosts. Follow him on TikTok. I'll put him I tried my best to put you guys in the bio. How you doing today, Post? Respect
I'm
to more
doing
people.
good.
If they join, they join. If they don't, it sucks. But how you feeling today, bro?
We'll see. I'm feeling good. Ready to talk anti-Larry Bird and what else we're going to be talking about?
Topics for today's show. We're going through DeAndre Hopkins is still out there. We're going to talk about some DeAndre Hopkins landing spots, which teams should pursue him. Got some LeBron Lakers stuff. LeBron was on the SBs. Got a fun LeBron topic. Victor Wembanyama topic. Wembanyama shut down for Summer League, but I want to get your opinion on Victor Wembanyama's potential. And then, of course, the Larry Bird agenda. And if we have time, you can bring any other topics you want to the floor. First of all, you're wearing a Jaylen Brown jersey. I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay. I don't care.
Jaylen.
I got the jersey from a Celtics game. It's I'm a big Jaylen Brown fan. You may not realize it when I talk about him like as a player, but I'm a big Jaylen Brown guy.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a huge Jaylen Brown guy. I was for a long time. You can go back on this podcast, even throughout the playoffs. I was rooting for the guy. I was put in tears where I didn't believe Jaylen Brown. Well, now I don't believe he should be in. But for a while, I thought Jaylen Brown was a top 20 player in this league, pushing top 15. I thought he was really like that. But the Heat series rubbed me the wrong way, especially the Game 7. I'm rooting for him to bounce back. I am. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, Jayden, what's your thoughts?
That's D Ford, bro. Isn't that D Ford number 7? What's his name?
It's number 7, Jaylen Brown.
D Gordon,
yeah,
I think.
He's not a top 30 player in the NBA, sadly.
No, I agree with that. But
been saying this since forever.
Jayden's here. We're still waiting for Kerr Bum. But shout out to Jayden. He clicked the link. Big episode 50. 50 is my new mark for improvement. We're going to get this podcast listenable. Hold on. Let me put this out on Snap to all my boys that I'm live. Going forward, this podcast is going to be listenable. I feel like these podcasts aren't listenable. Like, you wouldn't sit down and listen to this podcast. Going forward, you're going to listen to this podcast. New energy. Time management is going to be for real this time. I said it a podcast or two ago, and then we've had nothing but long podcasts since. The podcast max time now, I'm trying to do just a bit over an hour. No more hour and 30 podcasts. No more 2-hour podcasts. A bit over an hour. So that means better flow and more structured segments. I'm going to remove the rambling. So let's get into the podcast real quick. The Canada roster was announced for Team USA. For the FIBA, their FIBA roster was announced. If you guys didn't know, this is probably going to be the United States' toughest competition. We know the United States roster already. If you don't know, I'll tell you real quick. The United States roster is headlined by Nick. So shout out New York. Jalen Brunson, Banchero, Bridges, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Jaren Jackson Jr. A couple Ant players at the bottom, but hey, we got to send out some people. Yeah, Cam Johnson, Walker Kessler, Bobby Portis, and Austin Reeves. Clearly the best FIBA team, but Canada's roster just got announced last night, and they look good. You got Kyle Alexander, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, RJ Barrett, Dylan Brooks, Lou Dort, Zach Edey. Wow, Zach Edey's Canadian. I didn't know that. The tall guy. I don't know where he ended up in the NBA. If he ran it, I think he got undrafted. I don't know. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Corey Joseph, Jamal Murray, Kelly Olynyk still in the league, Dwight Powell. Headlines, Team Canada. Team Canada looks very good. Tip-off for this FIBA World Cup is in August. So if you're into that type of competition, keep your eyes on Canada. That will be United States' biggest competition. But, Matt, bro, I got an issue with you, Matt.
What's the issue?
I got an issue. Well, first of all, Matt, this is going to be your last show for a while because you're going to camp.
Yep.
So we're going to miss Matt. Matt's going to camp. For you said a month?
Yeah, I'm going to be staying 2 weeks as a camper, and then I'm going to be a counselor in training for the next 2 weeks.
Well,
It's
Matt's
close
going to
to
be
a
telling
month.
these little kids in camp about Bob Cousy stories.
I am. I'm going to tell
No,
a lot of
when
Bob
they sit,
Cousy
when they
stories.
sit around the campfire and they tell like ghost stories at camp, you're going to be telling like Bob Cousy myths and Jerry West playoff runs instead of ghost stories at camp.
Yeah, I will. It's going to be a good time. Make sure to start them young on the Bob Cousy hype agenda. But
you're going to be indoctrinating some kids in the black and white era. But I got some beef with you, Matt, because last night I took that quarterback list on Instagram Live, and I got crucified, bro.
On Instagram Live?
On TikTok Live. I don't know why I wrote IG Live.
You got crucified?
I went on TikTok Live last night, put the list up. I got crucified, bro.
Okay.
It wasn't fun.
Oh, that must have been the live that Donnie was sending me. Okay. Let me guess. People were saying that Hurts was too low. People were saying that Goff.
No, it wasn't really Hurts. No, it wasn't really Hurts.
People were saying that Goff was top 10.
It was the Goff. The two biggest issues was Jared Goff at 19, which I said he was more like 15, 16. I think I just made my list last night. I did my own list. Where did I put him? I put Goff at like 15.
At 15. I think 19 is a little too low.
19 might be a little too low. I get what you're saying, but dog, I tried to send you the link and you didn't join. Trying to defend your picks, speaking for
sorry.
was bad, bro. It was a bad lie. It was horrible. And the Kyler Murray thing, which I believe Kyler Murray is still like a top 10-ish quarterback in football. But a lot of people just don't like Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I told you, a lot of people would say Hurts is low. A lot of people would say Goff is way too low. And a lot of people would say that Kyler Murray isn't top 10.
The biggest issues on the list were just the Kyler Murray not top 10 and Jared Goff too low. That was the biggest issues of the list. Other than that, everyone could agree. I mean, if you think Jalen Hurts is like too low, where do we put Hurts? Like 7?
I have 7 already.
Yeah, I have him 7.
I think most people have Hurts at 7. I mean, a couple people have him at 5, but I think most people have him at 7.
I've seen people say that he's 3.
Yeah, well, there's overreacting the 4 touchdowns in the Super Bowl, and the fact that he's on the most stacked roster in football. But other than that, I think everyone really agreed with the list. It was solid. It was just those two Jared Goff takes and the Kyler Murray takes. I couldn't handle it, bro. So I had to end live. I need you to defend me, bro, and you weren't there. So thank you.
I think I was probably playing Among Us, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Yikes, bro! It's 2023. We're playing Among Us.
Yeah. We got a Discord server, and
oh my god! Actually, Among Us was fire though. I remember playing Among Us during the NBA Finals, 2020. It was fun. Yeah. Last time the Lakers were good. Okay, let's get into some topics. Let's get into some topics, shall we? Let's start with football because we're starting to heat it up with football.
No.
DeAndre Hopkins, wide receiver, is still out there. I don't know why he's still out there. Is it because teams aren't giving him contracts? Is it because he's expecting a payday? Or is it because there's not that big of a market for him? I don't know. He was released a couple months ago. I'm surprised he's still out there. Do you guys know why he's still out there? Is he just taking his time?
I think he's taking his time because that's what his agent is telling him to do. Because the thing is that teams really want, when I say teams, I mean like the Titans and the Patriots for the most part, they really want DeAndre Hopkins. And what an agent would do in this type of situation with a player like D-Hop who struggled with injuries is they'll tell him when teams want you this bad and they want you to get back to your old self and you have this like very high value that you should probably wait it out. So because their initial contract offer, once you don't accept it, they want to double down on it. And that's what you're doing. You're like a confident player in yourself. And I think DeAndre Hopkins is confident in himself for very good reasons. He's still a top 10 receiver in the league, in my opinion. And maybe he could get back to top 5 form. I don't know. We'll see. But that's just kind of the thing that's going on right now because the Titans, they already offered D-Hop another bigger contract. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, to me, DeAndre Hopkins is still one of the best wide receivers in the sport. I think he's a top 10 wide receiver still. You put him on a roster. This is a guy who I believe is a real game changer for teams. in terms of contention if you sign him. So let's throw out some names of teams. Which teams you believe should push for heavy for DeAndre Hopkins?
All right, I got you. My New York Giants, the Tennessee Titans, Cleveland Browns, Kansas, Buffalo. So
The
5 teams
Patriots.
right here. Baltimore, if they really want another receiver.
I don't think
the
so.
Odell Beckham Jr. situation would be weird.
Yeah.
So Baltimore maybe. There's another team I was forgetting about. I don't want to say the Texans just because
The Patriots should get him because
Patriots.
Yeah.
I would take out Baltimore, then put in Patriots. So 6 teams right there. Then let's say
I think it's a good 6.
yeah,
I think if he wants to produce at the highest level, I think he should go to the Patriots, which I know sounds weird, but like no, okay, all right. I might be a little bit biased, but I think the Patriots would be a good fit for DeAndre Hopkins because he has his old head coach Bill O'Brien there as the obviously Kansas City. I just don't see that as a realistic landing spot now.
Hey,
yeah.
You see the Instagram? Who's their nose tackle?
Who's nose tackle?
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones posted a picture of DeAndre Hopkins was in his comment section. So hey,
I think Cleveland is a dark horse for D-Hop. I mean, like they still have a pretty thin wide receiver room, even though they got Elijah Moore. I still think they still want to really compete.
Yeah, I think you could throw in Elijah Moore in the slot, and he could be really good. And then
like Elijah Moore,
and then Cooper is still like a top 3 route runner in the league. And then you add D-Hop.
He's like top 20 wide receiver in the league.
What?
Did you say Nick Cooper?
No, I said they have Cooper.
I thought you said Nick Cooper.
I don't even know who that is.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know who that is. Yeah, you guys threw out some good teams. Like the Giants, obviously. The team won a playoff game last year, just honestly strictly off running. I think they're the 27th worst passing offense in football. Like this is not a good passing offense.
That's why I don't think he should go to the Giants, though.
Yeah, because it's because their wide receiver core is always banged up. You get a top 10 wide receiver in that offense, that's more wins to that team. That opens up that offense.
Yeah.
And if you
I don't think it opens it up. I don't think it opens it up like
that. Even though Diop isn't that that good of a separator, I guess, because he's always known for contested catching. Being able to have these type of hands, I think that's going to attract more defenses, which is going to make more room for someone like Paris Campbell, Isaiah Hodgins, Darius Slayton.
But they're wide receivers.
Are you sure that D-Hop has better hands than Darius Slayton?
Bro.
I think he had the worst drop percentage in the entire league.
Their wide receivers are not healthy. Always like Sterling Shepard, bro. When is he on the field? Never. And their wide receivers always dropping passes. You get Saquon, he might hold out, but if you can get Saquon back with Daniel Jones, with Dable, won a playoff game without a receiver, that's a good offense.
Hey, look, we have Darren Waller now, who's a very good receiver at the time.
I didn't even know Darren Waller went. Dude, the NFL needs to do a better job announcing these signings, dog. Like, oh my god.
Who's going to sign it? Who's your trade?
Again, I said this last stream. The NFL free agency period is just weird. You never know when a guy gets traded. The NBA, you'll know when like a scrub gets signed to a team.
Yeah, you'll know.
You'll know.
You two want to know to the Suns.
Yeah, you'll know. But NFL, like, unless you're like really into it, you won't know. A couple other teams that I like to point out. The Chiefs, obviously, I think the Chiefs are a good destination. They just won a Super Bowl last year without a wide receiver number 1.
Yeah.
You add D-Hop to that roster, that's the best team come on, that's back-to-back Super Bowls.
A team that we shouldn't allow.
If everybody stays healthy, of course.
That's back-to-back Super Bowls. The Bills, like you just pointed out, I think the Bills' biggest issue outside of like offensive line and running game is the team lacks wide receiver number 2. They just do. Gabe Davis was completely overrated coming into the season.
Gabe Davis sucks.
They put too much stock into Gabe Davis. The issue with the Bills is since they don't have a wide receiver 2, you can just double team Diggs and they have no wide receiver. So Josh Allen has no one to throw to. You put Hopkins in that lineup, Field's now open now. Less double teams for Diggs. Allen has more targets. I think a huge reason why the Cincinnati Bengals have an edge over the Bills because the Bengals just have this elite wide receiver core. Now the Bills can make up some of that disadvantage with the DeAndre Hopkins. So we talked about Chiefs, Bills, Giants, Patriots. You threw out Patriots. I think Patriots are a good option as well. Bill O'Brien, good option as well, knows DeAndre Hopkins. Can you name me the last time the Patriots had a real wide receiver one?
Antonio
I know they
Brown.
have Juju Smith-Schuster right now, but is he a wide receiver one?
Is Jacoby
not
playing?
No. The last time the Patriots had a real wide receiver one was the 1 week of Antonio Brown.
No. Their wide receiver one was just last season, Chandler Jones.
Okay.
Why'd you need to invite this guy on? Casual. Yesterday we were on Kieran's live and we were talking about NBA NFL equivalents, and I said that Jacoby Myers' NBA equivalent is Tony Snow.
Bro, that was my next podcast soon. I wanted to do NBA NFL equivalent. Jacoby Myers is bad, bro. Oh my god.
He's not bad. I like Jacoby Myers, but he's got the Tony Snell mindset.
He's a very good quarterback.
Mac Jones is about to get into year 3. He needs a wide receiver.
Yeah.
That offense needed a wide receiver. That's a bad offense. It's slow. No real wide receiver. Put DeAndre Hopkins in that lineup.
That is one thing that I hated, though, is that Devontae Parker, they signed him to a 3-year, $33 million extension. And that does clear up money. But what the hell is the point of clearing up money with Devontae Parker, and now you're under contract with him for the next 2 years? Because let's just say you don't get D-Hop. That's just literally the the Amazon version of DeAndre Hopkins. Neither of them can separate. But Devontae Parker is worse at separating than D-Hop. But Devontae Parker is just
has worse hands, has worse everything.
Yeah. He's a good jump ball receiver. I could say that's really good about Devontae Parker.
He's got still some of the best hands in the sport. A guy you can throw it up and trust that he can make the catch. Here's a team that I don't think is a contender, but I believe should push for DeAndre Hopkins. A little biased, but my Colts. Now,
I actually really like that.
What's the newest trend in the sport?
Getting a wide receiver to unlock your young quarterback.
Elite wide receiver. That's the new trend in this sport. Who's the head coach for the Colts? The guy who gets credited for unlocking Jalen Hurts. You can fast track a young quarterback's potential by throwing him an elite wide receiver. You can fast track his production by throwing him an elite wide receiver. Anthony Richardson gets DeAndre Hopkins, a top 10 wide receiver. He also has a running game behind him. You're making life easier for a quarterback who you still have question marks with.
Yeah.
You made life easier with Jalen Hurts. You had question marks with by giving him A.J. Brown. I don't know if the Colts will sign him. I don't think they will.
They won't.
I don't think they will, but you throw him and DeAndre Hopkins, because I'm not a big fan of Pittman. I think Pittman's real life a wide receiver too. I think he's good, but I think he's a wide receiver too. I don't think Pittman's a top 10 receiver in this league. I don't think he has that ceiling. I really don't. Although like both Pittman and Hopkins are elite separators. Hopkins just has better hands. Hopkins just better at football than being a better wide receiver than Pittman.
I think as long as they have Mo Alley Cox, they should be fine.
You know what?
Mo Alley Cox has one insanity game every year, then he's bad.
You know, a team that we should not allow to get D-Hop. It's pretty much the same team as Philadelphia. You let them.
I don't think they'll go for him, but I mean, that's GG.
Actually, that would work really well.
Bro, they would have 3 top 15 receivers. Just imagine.
I don't think they'll do that. I mean,
has a team ever had 3 top 15 receivers?
Would your team? I mean, you just paid Jalen Hurts all that money. Would you really want to put Devontae Smith in year 3 as a slot already? Making wide
that's just why it's not going to happen, because Devontae Smith is going to be demanding a contract soon, and D-Hop is going to get a multi-year contract.
Yeah, and Devontae Smith is already pushing top 15 receiver in this league.
I think he is top 15. Yeah.
So and you're going to push him to wide receiver 3? But that would be that's like the Golden State Warriors, bro. That's just a cheat code. But those are the teams we threw out for DeAndre Hopkins. That was good exercise. I still think he's a top 10 receiver in this league. A dude who can easily go for 100+ yards and a TD every single game. He's that type of wide receiver. Still has some of the best hands in the league. Those are some teams that should push for him. Chiefs, That's an easy Super Bowl. Bills, I think the Bills, if they get him, that's the best team in the AFC. I think if the Bills get him, that's the best team in the AFC. That's the best team in the AFC. Josh Allen will win MVP if he gets DeAndre Hopkins, by the way. He'll literally win MVP. That's the MVP of this league. Giants, that's a couple more wins for them, although I don't think the Giants will become contenders. That's just a couple more wins for them. Patriots, they're not contenders, but that's more wins for them. Better offense.
Even if they get D-Hop, I don't see them winning.
Nah. Oh, look who it is, bro. Look who it is, bro.
Sorry.
Yikes, bro.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Who is that?
Kerr bum.
Just in time for the anti-Larry Bird agenda, I guess.
Get me out of
That's-
here, man.
That's coming at the end.
Oh, it's at the
Yeah, it's at the end because we got
It's
some
the
things to
fraud
go
of
in.
the podcast.
Is that
So
Jayden?
I want to talk about this real
No.
quick because I want to talk a little bit about the Lakers. I can't go a podcast without talking about LeBron and the Lakers. So you guys know the beef with Mike Malone. Mike Malone, during that Western Conference Finals, Lakers were just living rent-free in his head. During the finals, even the finals, he kept getting asked by the Lakers, kept talking about the Lakers. During the championship parade, he kept calling the Lakers. I think he said, like, he's the Lakers' daddy or something like that. Like, Mike Malone was just being weird.
he was
He was
drunk.
obsessed with the Lakers. So Darvin Ham the other night was asked on a podcast about Mike Malone's comments. And Darvin Ham said, God bless his soul. This shit ain't over. God bless his soul. I'm hyped for this matchup. I think
Yeah. To
I
be
think
honest,
the Lakers and Nuggets are the rivalry of 2023.
We'll see.
I think this is the NBA's rivalry of 2023. That first game, first of all, I don't think the NBA schedule is out. That should be Christmas Day. That, no doubt, this should be Christmas Day.
Yeah, I agree.
I would put this on Christmas Day, prime time, 8:30, Lakers, Nuggets. This is the biggest game of the year. What do you guys think about this rivalry? Is this a real rivalry? Is this like fake?
no, it's real. It's real.
You
As long
excited
as
for
like
this matchup?
yeah, as long as AD is healthy and LeBron is healthy and Murray is healthy, and I expect Jokic to be healthy.
I mean, like, when I think
Jokic is usually load managing. Like, he's not hurt like that.
my thing about a rivalry, like, I feel like these teams need bad blood with each other, not like the coaches. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a weirder part.
LeBron sneak dissed the Nuggets on Instagram like 2 weeks ago. I'll pull up his caption.
Bro really
You know what I'm
lost.
saying?
Bro really lost to the chicken nuggets. I'm dead.
Hey, they're nice, bro. They're nice.
No,
Another rivalry, obviously, is the Heat and Celtics. That's a rivalry.
No, Heat
That's a
and
team
Knicks.
that literally plays every year.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler.
But I'm excited for that rivalry, bro. I want to see that Christmas Day. Make that happen. We're not scared of the Nuggets, bro. I thought we weren't.
That's the thing. Like the NBA is like changing like that, and that's why a lot of people didn't like the playoffs last year, is because there was a lack of like narratives that you could really push out there. Now that you got this rivalry going, you already got one to use.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, like, what was the best series? Like the second best series? Because I think the best series was the Bucks versus Celtics last year.
Are you talking about
Of what?
2022?
Of 2022, yeah.
It's probably Heat versus Boston.
Yeah, Heat
Dude,
Boston.
that
was
game
good.
was always
Milwaukee,
a blowout.
Boston
Like,
was
game
good.
one was a kind of a blowout.
That
Game
series
two,
didn't get good
blowout.
till like game 6 and 7.
Yeah.
They were just blowouts.
Yeah,
Heat were
Jason
blowing them
Tatum
out.
decided
Celtics
to
were blowing them
become. Yeah, Jason Tatum game 6 decided to become prime Michael Jordan, and then Grant Williams in game 7 became Klay Thompson.
out. Is it weird to say the best series this year was probably just the Heat Bucks in the first round? Is that weird?
Yeah.
Nah,
Like-
I think it's the Warriors and Kings.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
It
Yeah.
would have been Celtics Heat if game 7 was a lot closer.
Yeah, easily. Like game one was fun. Game two was fun. Then game 3 and 4, yeah.
Yeah, I guess game 2 was fun as an NBA fan. As a Celtics fan, that made me want to cry.
oh, they had the Derek White tip.
It's like people are talking about poking the bear with Dylan Brooks and LeBron. That's literally what Grant Williams did to
The
Jimmy
That
Knicks
should
Butler.
be
and Heat.
Christmas Day. The Lakers Nuggets Christmas Day, Heat Celtics Christmas Day as well. I'd put Warriors Kings Christmas Day as well.
Knicks versus Cavs Christmas Day.
Knicks Cavs.
Clippers
That's not
Suns.
I mean, it makes sense. Look, Donovan Mitchell, he's from New York. We all know he wanted to get traded to the Knicks. He did not want to live in Ohio.
Hey! Hey!
No offense.
Okay.
But anyways,
You have
But yeah.
rats
What
in
the
the
hell
street,
is
buddy.
Ohio?
Spider. He wants to go to the Knicks. He's just like Spider-Man
I think
of
he
New
was
York.
wearing a New
He's just
York
in
hat
Ohio.
during the MLB All-Star game too.
Yeah, we all know Donovan Mitchell wanted to go to the Knicks. When he found out he wanted to go to when he found out he got traded to Cleveland instead of New York, he probably got heartbroken. I feel him though.
Yeah, you guys somehow beat us, but it's whatever. We can move on from Darvin Ham. LeBron news. Hey, my glorious king got honored for the record-breaking performance. Shout out to him.
Yeah, as if they
He
didn't
was on
pause the
stage.
game when he actually did break the record. If that wasn't enough,
Yeah, it was like a 20-30 minute ceremony for him.
dude.
Yeah, he's the
I don't
all-time leading
understand.
scorer.
You
Bro,
don't. I'm sorry. You don't pause the game.
Yes, you do.
No,
They
you
pause
don't.
the game
They
in the
didn't do it
NFL
for
when
Kareem.
dudes break passing yard
Actually, no,
records.
they
They
did do it
pause
for
the
Kareem.
game.
I'm lying.
When dudes break touchdown records, they pause the game. It's also LeBron.
Okay, why
too, like,
didn't they do it for LeBron?
what?
I mean, not LeBron, Curry when he broke the 3-point record.
It's not as special. This is the all-time leading scorer record.
What do you
This
mean
is
it's
like
not as special?
Korea. It's not as special. It's not. It's not.
bro,
It's
if
not
Glenn,
as special.
bro, I'm just saying, if Glenn Davis broke the scoring record, no one would care. No one would
This
care.
is the
Who?
best. This is the all-time leading scorer record's the greatest career record in NBA history.
I think it's an all-time block. No, I'm playing.
I think the most points in a game. I think that would deserve
No,
like
I'm
a
talking about
timeout.
career, not a single game
Career?
record. I'm talking about career.
What?
record.
All right. All right.
Most points
The
in a
all-time
single
leading
game.
scorer.
I think that's more impressive than
I said this a while
all-time
back.
leading
Like
points.
when we used to talk about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the first things you'll say about Kareem is the fact that he led the NBA in scoring.
Yeah.
Like this still
I mean, he's a-
matters. I feel like since LeBron broke it, like no one cares.
Hey, look, he's a
I mean,
top,
when people ask me about Kareem, the first thing that I think is like he's one of the most resilient playoff performers of all
top
time.
3 scorer ever, top 3 playoff performer ever,
Sounds
Yeah.
like LeBron, but okay.
top 15.
It is.
15
It is.
top 15.
Yeah,
defender
I'm hearing
ever.
all these things about Kareem, but like Jayden still has Wilt over Kareem. Man.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you have his peak over Kareem.
Yikes.
Oh, I do. Yes, I do.
I mean, it's not a horrible take, but
No, it's
Thank you.
it's a horrible take.
No, it's not.
No, it's absolutely terrible.
I would still take Kareem, but it's not like the worst take in the world.
Hey, thank
It
you.
is. It is.
It's not like
But
Jared
casual-
Goff at
casual,
19.
Wilt sucks.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, we know this. But Wilt's peak though was amazing. Like
No,
it is.
mid.
bro, 67 was nice. Okay, anyways,
Yeah, it was.
LeBron obviously, like I said, he was at the ESPYs. I didn't know the ESPYs were the other night because it was Wednesday. I don't watch TV anymore, so I didn't get the ads. I didn't know the ESPYs. Did you guys know the ESPYs were on Wednesday?
I
know
didn't.
until my mom texted me
Yeah.
that LeBron was on TV.
I didn't even know what like.
Bro, Dion from Ohio, he said that he was crying when LeBron was making that speech.
Dude, I showed on stream. Dude, I'm not going to – dude, when LeBron is on, like, TV, he has to make a media appearance. Bro, LeBron – all right, I'll pause, bro. All right, next. Yeah, I'm not going down that. Okay, but since LeBron won that award, it was a nice family event. It was all over social media because, LeBron runs the media, of course. Clutch runs the media, of course. So everything LeBron ESPY was on the media. But it had me thinking because I saw this tweet, too, along with it. I want to do this fun little exercise on this pod, a start bench cut trade LeBron edition. Because LeBron has 4 different versions.
Okay.
I want to see which version of LeBron would you start, bench, cut, or trade.
I got you.
We got first stint, Miami, second stint, and then Lakers.
Wait, hold on. Let me go first on this one. I'm starting Miami LeBron. I'm benching first stint Cleveland LeBron. I'm trading I'm trading second stint Cleveland LeBron, and I'm cutting Lakers LeBron.
Okay. I don't know. The second and first stint one is kind of close, even though 2009 is obviously better than.
Yeah. I'm doing that strictly based off of how good he was in his best season in that stint.
Then, yeah, I agree with what you said. Start Miami LeBron, bench first stint, cut second stint,
Lakers LeBron.
trade him. Isn't trading kind of better than cut? Shouldn't we start bench, trade, then cut?
Well, on the tweet, but it's start bench cut. We all know it's start bench cut. They just added the trade at the end.
It should be start bench, trade, cut.
Okay, if you want to be like that.
Jaden's the never mind.
What?
All right.
What?
Kieran with the chirp. Kieran, what's your list, bro?
Start Miami, bench Cleveland, cut Cleveland. Or no,
Wow, bro.
cut.
Oh, wow, bro. Can you at least tell me what stint of Cleveland?
Did you just wake up?
All right. Yeah.
Dude, it's 105.
I know. Bench first stint Cleveland, and then cut Lakers, and then trade second year Cleveland.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to know my list as a LeBron?
I'm a LeBron atheist.
What does it even mean?
I read the book of LeBron before I go to bed.
It means that I don't believe in LeBron James hype.
What'd you say?
It means I don't believe in the LeBron James hype.
Okay. Okay, Skip. Okay, Skip Bayless. So I'm a LeBron sexual. I think this is easy work. Obviously, we're starting Miami LeBron. I'm starting Miami LeBron. I think this is the best all-around. I think this is the best all-around player. A lot of people would argue 2018 LeBron, but I think this is the best all-around player of all time. The man could do everything. The man could score, give you 20, 30 points a game. Facts. Not only could he do that, he scored his career high in this era. I think it was, 61 points. He had a jump shot, 40% from 3-1 season. Had a jumper. Great postseason resilience because of that jump shot. Was able to beat San Antonio, actually. Could pass, could rebound, and also the defense. This was LeBron's best defensive era. He was in Miami for 4 years. He was an all first-team defensive guy all 4 years, back-to-back second in DPOYs. Man was arguably one of the best defensive players on the planet at the same time. Now, a guy that I think you could start, but I'm not, is a second stint Cavs LeBron. This is the greatest floor raiser of all time. If I need one player to take a team on his back and get to a final and get some games in the championship with a scrub team, it'll be this Cavs LeBron. Insane finals, 35 points per game in 15. The last 3 games of 2016, 2017 triple-double, 2018. Bro, do I explain 2018? The only reason why I'm benching him is because of the defense. I mean, I'm not saying he was a bad defensive player, but compared to Miami, he was taking plays off. He wasn't as good defensively. And if I want to start a guy, I want the guy to be good at everything. I'm going to cut Lakers LeBron. This is still a good LeBron, though. I think this is like 99. He's better than like 99% of NBA history here. But he's older. This was his playmaking peak. I got to give him credit. Won a championship, finals MVP. It was great finals, too. Doesn't get enough credit for that final. Bubble, Mickey, whatever. But he started to regress in some areas. Started to regress as a shooter. Started regressing as a a defender, obviously, in other areas. And I'm going to trade first stint LeBron. I'm trading first stint LeBron. This is arguably the most dominant LeBron. He's arguably the most dominant LeBron. Scoring, I think this was highest points per game seasons were here. This was his athletic peak, in my opinion, watching those old highlights. Man was jumping out the gym. But since this is the youngest version of LeBron, his ceiling hasn't been hit yet. So I think this is I just got a FaceTime call.
You made it think you seem like there's a trade. I was scared as hell.
No, because it scared me because it came on my computer and it just like blasted my ears. What I'm trying to say is, since this is the youngest version of LeBron, he has the highest trade value. So I want to trade the guy with the highest trade value. GMs are going to see a young LeBron who is already a 2-time MVP, but is barely into his peak. I think teams would want to trade that the most. So I trade that LeBron. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think it matters because, all right, first off, nobody's trading LeBron realistically.
Who do you think gets the biggest?
The second thing.
First stint LeBron or second stint LeBron? Who gets the?
I think it's going to be the same because we're still talking just based off of his name value alone. Enough.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying, but this LeBron's younger. Team has more.
That's why I'm keeping him though.
Yeah, but this is for it's not like for franchise, like for a season. Like I'm saying, you would want to trade first in LeBron because he's already a 2-time MVP, but hasn't hit his ceiling yet. The second stint Cavs, although you can trade him, but we already know who LeBron is. This LeBron would get a bit more of a star value on the trade system because of the age and the fact that we haven't seen all LeBron. A GM would be like, I haven't seen all LeBron yet, and he's a 2-time MVP. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
like this version of LeBron doesn't have a jumper. So a team would be like, oh, we can see him with the jumper. Like they haven't seen everything with LeBron yet. That's why I trade.
Yeah, that makes sense. But no one's trading for LeBron once again. So
Yeah, I've oh man, what would a LeBron James trade package even look like? Half the NBA?
At this
Like
point,
Half the league?
okay.
At this point in time?
in today's NBA, let's say he's worth at least 2 upcoming players and 3 unprotected picks at this point, right?
Dude, that's low. That's way too low.
No,
That's way
it's
too low.
not.
all right. I wouldn't say like upcoming players. I would say one
Unless you're
all-star,
up-and-coming players like
one
Anthony
borderline
Edwards,
all-star, and then some picks.
Yeah, I was kind of undervalued.
4
Yeah,
picks
okay.
minimum.
Hold on.
4 first-round picks minimum.
I
2
wouldn't
pick
even-
swaps. And those up-and-coming players
4
have to be
picks,
like,
I'm giving up like 3 unprotected.
I'm not trading for LeBron right now. I would not trade for
Yeah,
LeBron.
No, I'm saying, like,
no team is ever trading for
if
him.
young LeBron was in the NBA right now, like what type of package would he
Oh,
get? Or like
18 first-round picks
facts, 18 first-round picks, facts,
and like Dwight Howard in his prime.
and
Dwight
half
Howard
the
in his
NBA.
prime, Kobe in his
Dwight
prime.
Howard and Taiwan.
Speaking of Kobe, speaking of Kobe and LeBron, actually, does LeBron have more than 3 seasons over Pete Kobe?
He's like 5 seasons, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
he does. Yeah, he does.
5.
Okay, 2013 obviously is better. I think
2013, 2009,
2012.
2012,
2017.
Are we saying 2014?
Yes.
Yes.
That's his scoring
Okay.
peak.
All right, good.
Hey, with that 08
2014,
Kobe's close.
2017. 2020 LeBron? Mm-hmm.
No.
Why not?
I'm not taking 2020 over LeBron over 08 Kobe, and I know Kobe wasn't at his defensive peak in 08, but I still think his defense was definitely better than
I don't
LeBron's
think
that year.
LeBron's offense was a lot better offensively.
Wasn't
I wouldn't say he's better a lot offensively.
Hey, LeBron James locked up Paul George and Kawhi Leonard on the final possession. of that
LeBron was
opening
pretty
bubble
good
game.
defensively in 2020.
bro.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Bro, he's defending a playoff dropper.
Pandemic P.
I mean, yeah, Paul George that season, they were calling him PG 13% from the field. That
Yeah,
that
he was
year
pretty
in the
bad.
playoffs. No, he wasn't pretty bad. He was freaking awful.
No, he was piss covered dog shit.
Yeah, Paul George was awful in 2020. I don't know what the hell was on him.
I mean, yeah.
That game 7 was, bro. I don't think I've ever seen a worse game 7 other than like the injured
Why-
Boston Celtics.
Oh, then he went with Kawhi Leonard mode with the haircut. Now he's better now. There we
Look at
go.
this, bro. This is clamps.
Man,
This is clamps.
Paul
This
George
is
almost
peak-
went to the Knicks.
He's not
peak
even
defense.
guarding him.
Just like thinking about this, would you do RJ Barrett, Quentin
Look how
Grimes?
scared Kawhi looks, bro. Because James is guarding him.
He was just having a malfunction.
Get
for Paul George to the Knicks, would you give up RJ Barrett, Quentin Grimes, 3 unprotected first round picks for Paul George?
No.
I
Yeah,
would.
I wouldn't do it.
No.
I would.
Look at this gravity. Look at this gravity.
Who did he
so
pass
good,
to?
bro.
Who did he pass
Wait,
to?
wait. Show that picture again.
No, that's a layup.
Is that Melo? Yeah. L.
Wow,
It's
we're
not
so
Melo.
moved- We're so moved by the.
That's
Portland
Anthony
Trailblazers
Simons,
defense.
Gary Trent Jr. I think this is Yusuf Nurkic and CJ McCollum.
We're so moved by the Portland Trailblazers defense. Wow.
Hey, they were setting Gary Trent to try to pick him up full court. That's not
Who's
my
That's
who's
the
the be-
only good thing. about
Who's the
Gary,
best
like,
defender out of everybody that you just named?
probably Trent.
Probably Nurkic.
Yeah, it's probably Nurkic just because he's a big man, and that's literally it.
I wouldn't do that trade for Paul George because of just the injuries that are piling up. I mean, he's better than Barrett. He's better than Quentin Grimes, but you're giving up it's kind of like the OKC trade again, but just less, but still a lot of your future. Like, have we not learned from the OKC trade? Like, would you pull that off again? I mean, it's not the same size of a package.
Not for
but
Paul
it's like-
George. Not for Paul George.
What
I
about
don't think any player is worth
someone
that
for, like,
unless
Devin
we're talking
Booker?
about 09 LeBron. Like that
Someone for,
package.
Devin Booker.
Yeah, Booker, but
Dude, how many picks would you give for Devin Booker?
Probably
4.
like 4.
3 or
Yeah.
4. He's still
4
he's
or
what?
5.
How old is Devin Booker now? Like
He's
26, 7.
Yeah, he's still young.
He's very
Yeah.
young.
But the
But he-
end ninth year in the league.
Dude, if Kevin Durant didn't get traded to the
Devin
Suns,
Booker's supposed to be in his 9th year in the league.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been in the league since
Yeah, dude, he
2015.
came out in what 2015.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, if Kevin Durant never came to the Suns, I would believe Devin Booker would request a trade.
Matt, this is why you're tripping, bro. I tell people this all the time. COVID, it changed our perception of time
It did.
because I felt like
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown during 2020 was in what, like year 3? Now he's pushing like year 7. Like COVID just made time go by like fast.
RJ
I felt
Barrett's already entering his 5th year. It's kind of
Exactly.
crazy.
Like these dudes were in like year 2 during 2020. Now they're in like year like 10. Like
Bro,
Kyrie's in year 11 now.
bro,
I'm like,
COVID
what?
went so fast. Kemba Walker was still on the Celtics during COVID.
Yeah, I know. Kemba Walker in 2020 was an all-star.
He was
Kemba
pretty
Walker's
good.
fine.
And in
Actually,
Walker's
no, wait.
fine.
Was Kemba Walker an all-star starter in 2020, or am I bugging?
Yeah, he was a starter.
He was a starter?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a starter.
I mean, he was pretty good the first year at the Celtics.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I mean, I still got his picture of his first year in the Celtics up on my shelf. I'm always looking at it.
Bro,
And
he
every
was a
single time-
starter.
Yeah, exactly. Every
Nice.
time I see it, I'm disappointed by how much this guy like he still could have been good if it wasn't
Beast
for
reserves,
injuries.
but I mean,
especially on
Beast
the Knicks.
reserves for the guard was pretty
In
weak.
the Knicks,
I mean,
he-
Kyle Lowry was an all-star.
Remember when he dropped 44 versus Washington?
Yeah, and that was right after they said that they were going to remove him from the rotation. Then they said, you know what? fuck
No,
it,
we did
suck."
remove him during the rotation. During it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And then they said, yeah, well, we suck, so I guess we're going to have to play him.
Yeah, like everyone was getting
Because they were
COVID.
bad that year.
Everyone was getting COVID. He was like, Ken Walker, he dropped 25 his first return, 28 actually, then 44, then like 25, then a triple double. Then we were like, Ken Walker's back, and then after that, he just stopped trying.
Yeah, Cash,
Yeah.
let's guys talk about D-Hop yet.
Yeah,
What?
you're late, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah,
If
late,
you want to
buddy.
give off your teams that you believe Diop should go
But
to
how
real
about
quick,
this?
then
We can do
move on.
anti-Larry Bird.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I got one more before we get to that.
I think Diop should go to the Patriots.
Okay.
Or the Browns.
Okay.
Just
Thank
because like Watson is there and he has chemistry with Watson. So
What would that do for the AFC North if he goes to the Browns?
the Browns might be
They're
the
still
best.
not better than Cincinnati, though, but
I don't think they're better than Cincinnati.
that's
And-
better than Baltimore, though, right?
Hey, look,
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
I
That's
think
better
they
than
are better than
Baltimore.
I think
I'm
they are
just
better
saying-
than
I'm
Baltimore,
just
but
saying-
I don't think they're going to finish higher than the Steelers
I'm
because I
just
just
saying
think
the
the Steelers have an easy
the
schedule.
Browns are gonna win the are gonna win their division. I'm just saying.
No, stop. All right,
You
stop,
are-
stop,
you
stop,
are-
stop.
Why can't they win it?
Because they're not.
Why not,
Because they're not.
bro?
They're not better than the Bengals. They're just not.
The Bengals are mid.
The
Oh.
Bengals. I mean, they have a better receiver room, but I
The
think
Bengals are
I think
the
the Browns.
best team in the AFC.
I think the Browns have a much better
Arguably
defense.
number 2.
I think they
The Bengals have a much better coaching staff too.
That's true, but the Browns, I think they also have a better O
Not
line.
really.
Um,
Zach Taylor's a mid coach.
They
But
have
the
a
gap
better-
between Joe Burrow and Deshaun Watson,
They have a
the
better
receiving
rushing
core
game.
gap.
Deshaun Watson could still be him. I shouldn't even say that, but just saying the Browns could win it. I don't have them winning it, but I think they're second. I think they're
I
second.
think
best in the AFC
I
North.
think they're third and they make the playoffs.
the AFC North.
It's
is the best
weird
division,
because
right?
like the Ravens talent-wise aren't crazy, but Lamar always manages to win games. Like Lamar just always manages to win football games and sneak into the playoffs when I don't think they're that talented.
AFC North, they're going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a dogfight.
I think
I
the
still
Ravens
think the
are
Bengals
the
are the
best.
clear one.
I think the Ravens are the best team in the AFC next season to not make the playoffs.
I think I can't do records anymore. Where are they?
I think the Ravens go 10-7 next year.
My
I haven't
hot
seen their
take.
full schedule yet, so
My hot take of the
yeah,
2024.
I know, bro. LMAO, Browns better
The
than the Bengals. It's crazy.
2024 NFL season is that the Colts, they go to the playoffs and go 9-8,
Oh,
10-7.
Dog, you're giving us too much credit. All right, we're moving on.
I'm playing.
He's giving us too much credit.
I'm playing.
Like, I don't think Anthony Richardson's starting the first couple of games.
No, I'm
I
playing.
think
I'm playing. But
Probably
I
gonna
think
give it
the
to
Colts go
Gardner
like.
Minshew.
I think the Colts go 8-9 or 7-10.
Nah,
I
don't
have
see
the
it.
Colts. I have the Colts going 5-11-1.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting.
the only
more
reason
than
why I
6
chose-
wins.
The only reason why I chose a tie is because I don't want to pick a winner for a Colts Rams game.
Hey,
The Colts
Yeah,
are
the
better
Rams
than
are better
Rams.
than
the
us,
Colts
bro.
are better than the Rams.
the Rams are.
no, the Rams are better than us.
No,
Stop.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
The Rams here are going to be really bad. They're going to be.
I mean, they're not going to be great because I mean, lost to
No,
Jalen
no.
Ramsey.
I guess
they're gonna be
the Rams only
bad.
have better star
They're gonna be
talent, like
bad.
Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald. That's about it.
Yeah, but if Matthew Stafford can get that elbow right,
Can he-
probably
can
win
he-
that
He's
with-
not going to.
Can he?
Who knows, bro? Let me see it. Like, who
That was a pretty
knows?
bad elbow injury.
Bro, Matthew Stafford literally had like one of the worst injuries I've ever seen.
Yeah,
last
I
year.
know. I know. But like, all right. Listen, I know I've said I'm not a baseball guy, but I do follow up with like the news and all that. Like, the surgery that Matthew Stafford is getting on his elbow is the same thing that Chris Sale has been dealing with on the Red Sox for like as long as I can remember.
So it's bad. So it's like,
Yeah, and Chris Sale has been
chronic.
injured a lot for the past like 5 years.
So it's chronic, almost.
Yes.
Yikes. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk
Larry
some
Bird.
summer league.
Oh.
Larry Bird's next, but summer league's going on. I don't know how much you guys are paying attention to summer league. I'm not the hugest summer league guy in the world. I'll watch. I'll pop into a game to like see like a favorite player that I want to look at, a prospect. But other than that, I'll catch the highlights on Bleacher Report.
I wish that guy casual Chris was here so he could tell me about Jordan Walsh's childhood and career story.
I think he's watching. Hey, Chet had a good game. I do watch the OKC games. Chet's been balling, bro. And I think if Victor doesn't win Rookie of the Year, I think Chet can win Rookie of the Year. TBH.
Maybe.
Hey, look, my hot take is actually not even a hot take. I think Cheryl Holmgren and Victor are going to be all defensive team in their first year, to be honest.
I can see Wembanyama being a tip. I can see Wembanyama, if he stays healthy, being like a Tim Duncan, just like all defense every single year. Literally.
I can see
Shet. I'm not saying he's going to be a better defender than Tim Duncan, but just like going like that ridiculous stretch.
I can see Chet doing it before Victor, to be honest.
Victor's just 7'5", and he's in San Antonio. But who knows? I really like Chet's defense too. Chet's a guy who can give you like 3 blocks a game. That type of insanity.
They can both
the Hornets are really
defense,
bad too. Other than like the Hornets are bad. I watched a couple Hornets games. They suck. Their future's terrible unless Brandon Miller can just be insane. I think they went pretty much all first quarter just not scoring the other night, which was the most embarrassing basketball game I've ever watched.
I've watched a few Hornets summer league games. I kind of like Amari Bailey, to be honest.
Is he gonna play? That's the dude that Drake.
He's not gonna.
Drake hit his mom.
Wait, what happened to Nick Smith Jr.? I thought he was on the Hornets.
Yeah. Nick Smith Jr. has been good too. Oh, okay. You just left. Yeah.
Kieran, what the heck?
Yeah. Nick Smith Jr. has been good from like what I've seen in like the box scores and stuff. But like the one game that I watched, or the 2 games that I watched from the Hornets Summer League, Amari Bailey, he wasn't very efficient. I think I just like his upside a lot.
He was UCLA, right? He went to.
I have no idea.
It's the Knicks and Celtics.
I think Amari Bailey went
summer
to.
league.
I think Amari Bailey went to Bronny's school.
I think you're right.
High school, Sierra Canyon.
Yeah.
I only know Amari Bailey.
I'm ready for game of the day.
His mom
Knicks
is just
versus
like,
Celtics.
yeah.
Wait, are the Knicks and Celtics playing today in the summer league? Oh, I might watch that.
Yeah, I might watch.
Shout out to Amari Bailey's mom though. Drake hit that. I don't think Amari Bailey played. Yeah, he did. He was 9 minutes, 1 for 2, 3 points off the bench. Oh, the first quarter of the game. The first quarter of the Hornets game, by the way, last night, 25-5. First quarter.
Wow.
Yeah. Hornets. But I want to ask you guys this question before we get on to the anti-Larry Bird thing to close the show. Because, I've been going on Twitter. I've been going on watching some, like, mainstream sports outlets, and they've been doing, like, these, who would you build your team around? Is Victor Wembanyama in that discussion? And a lot of people are putting Victor Wembanyama above a lot of set, established NBA guys. So I want to ask you this question to see where you guys think Victor Wembanyama is in terms of potential. If the NBA reset today and you're a GM with the first overall pick, how many players are on your draft board before Victor Wembanyama?
Jokic,
Giannis, Curry.
Jokic, Giannis, Curry. Even though I don't care if Curry's 34, he's still going to be on my board.
Yeah, he's going to open up so many strong opportunities for other people.
I'm taking Luka's ceiling over
Luka. I mean, I think I might take Embiid just because, like, that.
It's hard.
Yeah, that one's tough because, like, I like Wemby's defensive upside a lot. I feel like his defensive floor is higher than his offensive floor, at least for
Embiid has been more injury concerning than Victor his whole entire career.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I'll still take Embiid.
Let me look at my list.
Are we taking? I would probably take Davis over him right now.
Okay.
You start Team or Anthony Davis? Okay.
Would you take Tatum over Victor?
No. If I'm like rebuilding a team, knowing what I'm getting out of Tatum, no, I'm taking Victor's upside. I'm taking the chance.
But Tatum's already established, a guy who's getting MVP votes. Guy took a team to finals. You think Victor Wembanyama's potential is more valuable to your team than what Jason Tatum?
I think. Yeah, I think it would be like a process it would take until year 2, year 3 that Wemby really establishes himself as like a top 10, 15 player in the league.
So you guys are saying the only guys you would take before Wembanyama is Jokic, Giannis, Luka, and possibly like Steph Curry. That's about it.
Not possibly Steph Curry. Definitely Steph Curry.
Definitely. I'll take.
So no Anthony Edwards.
No.
Devin Booker. No Zion. No young guys.
Zion's actually a tough one.
No SGA.
No.
Oh God, I think I would. Yeah, I think I would probably lean Wemby compared to Zion. But if Zion was healthy, I might take Zion.
Let's see if Victor Wembanyama pans out. I think you guys are. I don't think that's a bad take. You know, if I were given the number 1 pick in the NBA reset,
I'm taking
Jokic. My draft board. I think I would go Jokic, Giannis, Luka. I'd probably swing a little Tatum.
If we reset the NBA, I'm taking Luka with my second pick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am too.
And then I'd probably go Tatum. Then I'd go Wemby. Curry's age.
I don't care about Curry's age because if you want to like win like right now, I think Curry.
Oh well, yeah. Well, Curry can give you like 3 to 4 seasons, and then he's done. 3 to 4 good seasons. Yeah, I think I'd take Curry as well. I don't think I'm taking Kevin Durant. Definitely not taking Kawhi Leonard. Anthony Davis is a discussion. Joel Embiid. Embiid's established. He's already an MVP. I know the playoff stuff is turning you off of Embiid, but Embiid is established. He already is established.
Yeah.
He can give you an MVP level season off rip. It just depends how you see how Victor Wembanyama is going to do in his first couple of years.
The thing about Embiid is just like his injuries. That's about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm looking at this top 20. No Trae Young.
No
Trae Young.
No
Ja Morant, dude.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else.
I was like asking, would you draft Kadarius Toney over Patrick Mahomes?
No. That's like saying, would you draft like, oh God, who's a good one? Like CeeDee Lamb over Marvin Harrison Jr. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Is that like drafting? Is that like drafting like Alec Pierce over like Devontae Adams?
Yeah, I would do that if I was a racist.
I'm doing that in fantasy.
All right.
I'm doing that in fantasy. That's an auto win. That's a lock. Just like I would take Julius Randle over Victor Wembanyama if we started today.
Yeah, because Julius Randle's him.
Facts. Julius Randle has been the number 1 option on a playoff team. Facts.
No.
Facts.
Brunson.
Yeah, going into the playoffs, it was still Brunson.
Like maybe when like
Julius Randle led the team points per game.
Maybe when like the first half of the season, maybe Randle was the first option, but the second half was definitely Brunson, in my opinion.
I would take LeBron James over Victor Wembanyama.
Okay, I remember the time.
I'm not taking Bron over Wemby.
I am not taking over Wemby.
LeBron's played till he's 45 years old, bro. I'm taking anything of LeBron.
At this
I'm
point,
taking Bronny before Victor Wembanyama. Okay,
I'm taking Julius Randle, 57-point game over LeBron James, 45-point game for his Boston.
I'm taking Emmanuel Quickly's like 56-minute double overtime game over anything Victor Wembanyama could do. Okay, now it's time for Larry Bird. We waited 53 minutes. I got Larry Bird at like anywhere from 9 to 11 on my all-time list. I think Jayden just has Larry Bird at like 14, which is like
I have 13 or 12 over Larry Bird. 12.
Oh, okay. I thought you had him like 14. Which I was about to say
that's a little too much.
The NFL post. Where do you have him?
All right, casual. Before I answer that, can you clip this for me, please? I need to take the stage on this one. I'm a Larry Bird hater. Okay, please.
Oh.
All right.
You're a Boston Celtics fan, and you're a Larry Bird hater.
All right. I don't hate Larry Bird. I just think he's very overrated, which makes me like not speak too highly of him.
Yeah,
but
go on your monologue. I'll see. Go on your
Okay.
monologue.
All right. As an NBA community, we are not talking about Larry Bird's playoff drops enough. People always put him in the top 5 when he really belongs in the 9, 10, 11, maybe
12,
even
13.
12 or 13. Yeah. 1982, negative 5.1 points per game drop, 8.3 true shooting drop, 3.1 drop in 83, and 8.3 shooting drop. 85, 2.7 points per game drop, 4.9 shooting drop, 87, 1.1 point per game drop, 3.5 shooting drop, 88, 5.4 point drop, and 7 true shooting drop. And then from there on out, he was no longer a top 5 player in the league. He was not like those are the prime years that Bird has dropped in the playoffs, and I don't think his rise is gap out his gap. His
Yeah,
drop.
Why'd you
still
skip
want
over the
Cavs to
years?
put
Why'd
up,
you skip over the years when he was cooking? 3-time MVP, going on deep
Even in
playoff
some
runs?
of his MVP seasons, he was still dropping.
What about the year? What about
It's
86?
insane. Larry Bird
What
has
about
6
80?
elite years. Larry Bird has 6 elite
86,
years.
86 is great. It's great, and that's why he's an all-time great. All right, but like if it's not for just 86,
He has
like 86
Larry,
or
hold
84.
on. But let me tell you this: Larry Bird will tell his opponents what he was going to do, and he did them.
Facts.
You're an old head.
That's the funniest. That's funnier than Mamba mentality. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. There's Mamba mentality. Jordan made his teammates better by being intense, and Larry Bird told his teammates what he was going to do.
I will say though, you brought up 84, right?
Yeah.
The 1984 NBA Finals.
Wait, no. I didn't bring up 84.
Oh, I thought you said 80.
I said 82, 83, 85, 87, and 88.
It's insane. Larry Bird only has 2 elite years, and he's considered top 5. Nah, I'm playing.
Jesus. But you have to
Years I
give
would
credit where
consider him
Larry-
elite: 1988,
Yeah.
87, 86, 85, 84. I guess pretty much from his rookie season, to be honest. Rookie season was.
Yeah.
I mean, he was top 3 from. I think, in my opinion, Larry Bird was top 3 in 82, 84, 85, 86, 87, and then 88.
He was
For a
better than
decade,
Moses in
Larry Bird
83.
was top 3 to 5.
He was better than
Some of
Moses
those years
when
he was 1. Some of those years he was
83.
2. In that era, Moses Malone, Magic
in 83.
Johnson,
In 83, I
Bob,
think
Ford.
Mullen was better.
Oh, 83, yeah. But hey, Moses Malone got a year's best player in the world, 1983.
In 83, I think Malone, Magic, and Dr. J were better.
Yeah, people hate on Moses Malone. He was the best player in the world in 1983. Facts. How's he not, bro?
I mean, I hate on Moses Malone. So.
You know what? Anyways, players. You know what? These are definitely players that are better than Larry Bird. Definite players. MJ, LeBron, Kareem, Wilt.
No.
Lost
You're
me at
our-
Wilt.
no.
Shaq.
Lost me at
Shaq.
Wilt.
Okay,
Lost
Shaq,
me at
keep
Wilt.
going. We're going to forget that you said
Shaq.
Wilt.
I think Hakeem is definitely better. I don't care.
I agree.
Bill Russell's definitely better.
100%.
Then after that, then 8 is honestly Duncan. Duncan might definitely be better. I think he's
Duncan is 100% better. I don't see a case.
If Duncan's
Definitely
100%
is
better.
better.
I don't see a case for Larry Bird being better all time than Tim Duncan.
If
Peak
Duncan is
wise
100
or
hold on. If Duncan is 100% better,
what?
what about the second? What about second?
What do you mean? What about second?
Kevin Garnett.
No,
No.
stop. No.
Why not?
Stop. Nope.
I think
No.
Larry Bird's playoff elevations are better than Kevin Garnett's.
Yes, bro, stop. Dude,
Like,
no.
what-
You're not making this case. You're not
Like
making this case of Kevin
84,
Garnett over
86
Larry
Larry
Bird.
Bird, I think, is better than any Garnett playoff series
Garnett has what?
Mhm.
Longevity?
or
I don't think
playoff
he's more-
run.
I don't think
He
he's
has
more.
peak as well.
Garnett has longevity. He has defense by a very large margin.
He has peak.
Yeah, but
he has
overall
peak.
skill, I don't think he's better than Larry Bird.
He has peak.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't
Larry
think he has
Bird,
peak.
He has peak. He has
But
longevity.
hold on, but
He
Matt,
doesn't have
how
skill.
big
Larry
do
Bird's
you
the more
think the
skilled
peak gap
basketball
and
player.
What's
Larry
bigger, the
Bird has
peak
the
gap
better
or the longevity
playoff.
gap?
Larry Bird has the better playoff
What's
runs.
bigger, the
Larry Bird
peak
has the
gap or
better
the
NBA Finals.
It's probably
for Larry Bird and KG. What's bigger, the longevity gap or the peak gap?
the longevity gap, in my
Longevity.
opinion.
So it should be KG that's better all the time, right?
Yeah, but
No.
based on
Why
my
not?
criteria, I mean, you guys don't like accolades. Accolades, Bird. Skill, Bird. Impact on winning, Bird. Bird's got the better finals. He's got the better postseason runs. Bro, Kevin Garnett lost a Finals MVP to dude who pooped himself mid-game, bro.
But he didn't deserve that Finals MVP. I don't like these
So
arguments.
Dude pooped himself mid-game, bro. Couldn't be.
Yeah, and Wilt Chamberlain faked an injury in the '69 Finals to avoid Bill
He
Russell.
didn't fake it.
He faked it. He 100%
No, he
faked it.
didn't. Just because he got hurt by a bunch of white men doesn't mean he faked it.
Wilt Chamberlain sold Jerry West.
No, he was still
Yes.
top 5 player.
In '69, he 100% sold Jerry West.
I'm playing, but
Jerry West
in
was supposed to
69
be
in
Finals MVP.
1969,
He did, but like as a winner, he was supposed to be as a winner.
1969, he was still a top.
All right,
top
let's
player.
pull up the 69. You want to pull up the 69 Game 7? You want to pull it up? See Wilt
He was still
Chamberlain
elite
go, like 1 for
defensively, a pretty
11
good
from the free
playmaker.
throw line.
Free throw,
On a
yeah,
one-score
he was pretty
game?
bad. He was pretty bad.
It was the free throws that really sold Jerry West in '69.
But
Game
anyways,
7.
Wilt Chamberlain was still like a top 5 player in 1969. So
Low bar.
Yeah, I agree.
Low bar.
He
I
was
think
better.
Jerry West was the best player in the world in '69.
No, I agree with that. I think West was 1, and I think
Lakers were up 2.
I mean,
I-
I'm doing a series since like top 3 players.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not have Wilt's top 3 in '69?
No, I had Willis Reed.
All right, yo, I'm
I
going down the
Willis Reed, Bill
19.
Russell,
I'm going
Larry
down the
Bird.
1969 NBA Finals. The Lakers were up 2-0, and then Wilt Chamberlain completely fell apart. Look at Game 4. They lost by 1. Chamberlain, bro, where's Jerry West? Jerry West not even played this. Oh, he did. He shot a lot of shots. Wilt Chamberlain 3 for 8, trash. 2 for 11 from the free throw line, trash. Grabbed 31 rebounds. He was always grabbing the rebounds.
He's
always
elite
blocking
defensively.
shots. He's the
only
best
looking at
rebounder
offense,
ever.
man.
You always got rebounds.
He
always
wasn't an
play
elite
defense.
defender.
I'm talking about offense. Larry
So
Bird
offensively,
sold.
yeah, he sold. But defensively, he was still.
I mean, offensively, like Bill Russell was worse in that series, though.
Well, this is
Bill
like
Russell's
Bill Russell's like last
Bill Russell's
year.
always been worse than Wilt
This
Chamberlain
was Bill
offensively.
Russell's last year.
Yeah,
Wilt Chamberlain in Game
yeah.
6. Wilt Chamberlain in Game 6 when the Celtics were literally up like 3-2. Here comes Wilt Chamberlain, 1 for 5, 6 for 10 for the free throw line in Game 7. My God. Game
Why are you
7.
only using
He
one
was
game?
good from the field.
Why are you only using one game, huh?
He was good from the field. 4 for 13 from the free throw line in a 2-point game.
60s shooting weren't very good free throw shooters. So I give
skill
him that
gap,
excuse.
bro.
If
Hell
Wilt Chamberlain
excuse.
did the granny shot more, I guess.
I'm just saying,
No.
sold Jerry West.
No, here's the thing. I watched that game. I watched this at 1969 Finals. The difference between Wilt Chamberlain's free throw shooting and everybody else's free throw shooting is that Wilt didn't have a routine. He literally just threw it. I'm not even
He
kidding.
just threw it. I can't even deny that. He did this.
No. He got the ball and then just shot it right away. It was a catch. It was a catch and shoot free throw.
No.
'Cause he
He would
sucked,
get the
bro.
ball. He would get the
It's
ball.
not better than Larry
and-
Bird.
No. This is what we do. The ref would throw them the ball. He would bounce and he did this.
Larry Bird used to tell people he would switch free throws.
All right.
Jayden, you said that Wilt Chamberlain. You said that the not a lot of people were good free throw shooters in the '60s. Wilt Chamberlain was still
I was joking.
okay. Wilt Chamberlain was shot below league average.
Yeah, I know. he
Free throw
shot below
percentage
league
by
average.
like 10 every single year.
Yeah, he was a 38% free throw shooter. That's pretty bad.
That's awful. That's terrible.
I'm looking at Wilt Chamberlain free throw shooting right now. Hold on.
His free throw shooting percentage for his career is 51.
I think Larry Bird at the end of the day belongs in the Hakeem, Steph Curry, possibly Wilt tier. But if I want to
I think
throw Wilt,
if I were to put them on tiers, I think Bird is on the same tier as Wilt Chamberlain as the players who just miss out on the top 10.
because my updated revised list is MJ, LeBron, Kareem, Bill, Tim, Shaq, Kobe, Magic, Hakeem, Bird, Steph, Wilt, KD.
Wow.
Most of them.
What?
That is literally the exact same as mine, except I have Steph top 10. Like I'm not even kidding.
Larry Bird.
What
You
did
can flip
he say?
Steph
What
and
did he
Larry
say?
One
Bird.
through-
Like, I don't care.
All right. 3 through 8 is the exact same as me.
3 through 8, yeah. I originally had Magic at 5, but then I was thinking about it. I'm like, what's that peak gap looking like? Shaq's peak was just insane. Kobe's longevity was better. Like, I don't think he could beat Shaq because of the peak gap, and I don't think he can beat Kobe because of the longevity gap. I also think Kobe's more skilled. I like Kobe's playoff runs better than Magic Johnson, although Magic really only has accolades over Kobe, in my opinion. Same with Shaq.
Magic is like a much better offensive player than Kobe.
I think Magic is better. I think Magic is better than Kobe. and I don't even have.
But I have them right next to each other.
Yeah,
look,
I think it's close.
I don't have Magic top 10. That's the thing.
I think those 3 Lakers are.
We don't
all
have either of them top
interchangeable.
10, Jayden.
From Shaq to Magic,
I
I
know.
think you can interchange all those Lakers. I think you can. But
I'm
I
still
think
watching Will Chamberlain free throw. Like it's just so funny to watch.
yeah. It just tells you like how much like basketball has developed over time. Just because like coaches always today like in youth basketball tell you to
Why
like
did he
take your
back-
time on a free throw.
if you want to look up hilarious free throw shooting, look up Taco Falls. I would do that.
Taco Fall kind of has like the same free throw jumper than Will, except he just does this.
Yeah, he just
See
does
how,
it a
like,
lot slower.
rolls off? Like, dude, just pull it up. Taco Falls free throw is bottom 3
It's-
free throw I've ever seen.
It's hard to shoot when you have big hands, though. That's the problem.
I mean, yeah, as Will Chamberlain.
Kawhi Leonard got big hands.
I mean, I guess for his hands, like Wilt Chamberlain is a good free throw shooter.
For
Well,
his hands.
hey,
I mean, relative to hand size, Wilt Chamberlain is an okay shooter.
Relative to hand size.
we can have this conversation later on a live. I don't
Yep.
want to ramble too much. That's all I got today for episode 50 of the Some Casual Takes. Better episode. Got it to like dude, if we just like didn't ramble about Larry Bird, this would have been like under an hour. Good episode.
Make sure you clip what I said about Bird with the shooting
I will.
percentage.
No.
and everything.
Put the one where I named 12 players better than Larry Bird all the time. You have to put that.
I'll try to put it all in the same clip. Brian clips because there's no show next week. I'm going on vacation for the entire week. So the next show will be Monday, not this Monday, but the Monday after next at 12:30. Hopefully
Gotcha.
there's more news to talk about. That was Some Casual Takes, episode 50, W show. Thank you for NFL NBA Post and just Jayden. I think that's literally your username, just Jayden.
Yep.
Bro thinks he's him.
I'll be back in like a month.
All right. Sounds
just-
awesome.
I will say just
I'm
when you
moving
sit
on
around
Sunday.
the-
I'll be on TikTok today. I'll be on TikTok tomorrow. I will not be on TikTok on Sunday.
I'm just
for
giving
the
you a
next
piece of
month.
advice before you go, Matt. Those kids don't care about Bob Cousy.
They will.
No, they won't.
They'll care about Will Chamberlain, not Bob Cousy.
No. They'll care about Anthony Edwards and SGA. Do kids? I wonder who kids like nowadays. I wonder
I'll
who
find
kids,
out.
I wonder
I'll
who
find
kids like. I'll find out. Pause a little bit.
Just tell them that Will Chamberlain is the GOAT because he dropped 100 points in a game in 50. And if they say competition, just say, well, you can't give Will Chamberlain a time machine.
Dude, these kids all-time leading scorers now LeBron.
Will Chamberlain clears.
Like these kids all-time leading scorers like LeBron now. It's weird.
Will Chamberlain has more points in a single game than LeBron, and he's a much better defender. How is he not better than LeBron?
Oh, but you know what I was saying earlier? Like when we were growing up, like the first thing we heard about Kareem was he was the NBA's all-time leading scorer. I wonder what they will say about LeBron.
What do you say about LeBron?
Like-
Flop.
Not like when you're growing up. Like let's say you're like a 9-year-old kid. Like when I was like 9, whenever Kareem came up, I knew Kareem was the all-time leading scorer when I was 9. What about a 9-year-old kid like? Well, not today because LeBron's still in the league, but like 10, 20 years from now, a kid's like 9 years old. Is the first thing they're going to say is LeBron's the all-time leading scorer? Is that how they're going to remember LeBron?
No, because the all-time leading scorer is going to be Luka.
But Luke is not leading the leading scorer. It's gonna be Killian Hayes. But that's it for all time. That's it for episode 50. See you guys in a week. I'll be refreshed by that point, and we're gonna have good shows. Football should be more prevalent. But thank you guys for coming on, for real.
Yep. See, appreciate you.
I don't have outro music, so here's the music.